What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 40 of our Pokemon Unbound walkthrough. This is the second part of the aftergame, and currently we're about to start the Tomb Raider mission. So when you enter this cave in the postgame, there will be a puzzle here. We have to recreate the Ho-Oh image. I'm going to skip through. I have completed the puzzle. It is a fun little test. I recommend starting with the edges to make things a bit easier. Once you have completed the puzzle, you will drop down to another floor. Fred will come down and ask if we're okay. And he said he'll try to throw us down a ladder. Okay, so we've come to this new area. It looks like one way is blocked with fire. There are some rocks to smash and some rocks to move. And there's these creepy Pokemon, these Dusclopses everywhere. And when a Dusclop sees you, you will be sent back to the start, so you have to try avoid their line of sight. And we can do that by using some stones to block the way. So we've left the stone blocking the Dusclops, and we've pushed one of the boulders onto the white button. This has turned off the flame wall, and we can explore this new area. So make your way down the new path and push the stone in front of the Dusclops' line of sight so we can walk past him. And there are a couple stones here for you to use in case you make a mistake, but you want to try get one of the stones on the white button here. Leave the rock smash rock there so the Dusclops does not see us. And try and get another stone to block the next Dusclops' vision, even though it is looking the other way at the moment. Okay, there we go. So now the last Dusclops won't send us back, and we did pick up a relic copper. That is something I want to let you guys know. There are tons of relics in this tomb, and I do recommend that you pick up every single one. Use your item finder a lot. I just picked up a relic silver. And in this little puzzle part, I'm jumping on the stones in the lava. Every time you click on one of the switches in the stones, it will change the path of the stones you can hop on. So you do want to spend some time here trying to pick up all the items. And then as you can see, I click the rock and then the path changes, allowing you to reach new areas. But you do want to get every single relic item, so take your time with it. I believe I did forget one item, so I do regret that, because after you've completed and left this area, there is a mission to complete where you need every single relic from this tomb, and I was missing one, so I had to come all the way back just to get one relic. So rather take your time here and collect every single relic possible on all of these floors. And then when you're finished, you will also have completed an extra mission where you'll get a super awesome reward. And it can get a bit confusing, but just mess around with the switches, see where you haven't been before, and try different combinations. Once you have gotten all the items, all the relics, as you can see, I forgot that one. But make your way down and you will reach this area with the ladder. And we'll see Fred again. We've gone down another floor. And he tells us to be careful. So here's another puzzle. Each floor has a new puzzle. And in this puzzle, the further you walk, the more blurry the screen gets. So you can hardly see where the path is at all. And the closer you get to the starting ladder, the more you can see again. So the first thing you want to do is try and get the Zygarde cell. You do want to try collect them. We're at 94% already, so you don't want to come all the way back here just to get a Zygarde cell. And as you can see, the Dusclops saw us, so he sent us back. We do have to try avoid their line of sight. And I recommend you hop on your bicycle for this part of the puzzle. It does help us get past the Dusclops a lot quicker. And as you can see, there is an item at the bottom, a Relic Silver, so don't forget to come and pick this one up too. Make sure you get the Zygarde cell and the Relic Silver. And it can be a bit confusing to try to find your way through, but once you exit at the top, you'll get sent to the final puzzle, which is definitely the most difficult one. I lost a lot of patience with this puzzle. You do have to hop on your bicycle in order to complete this one. You can only ride over the cracked floor one time, and if you're too slow or stop on a cracked floor, you will fall through and start again. And there are a couple items and relics to pick on that floor too, so it's gonna take you a bit of time. But I showed you the correct path on how to get to this final level. But yes, you're gonna have to explore a couple routes on your bicycle and restart a couple times. If you are able to slow down your game, if you're playing through an emulator, I definitely recommend that. It will help a lot. And yeah, just pick up everything and then follow the same route I did to exit to this final level, where, as you can see, there are tons of items for us to pick up. We've picked up a ton of relics, and you can sell these for a crazy amount of money. I think you can get like more money than you need. And the final item is actually the Legendary Pokemon Magearna. So Magearna does Dynamax here, and you can battle Magearna and try catch it at the end. It isn't too much of a tough battle, but make sure some of your Pokemon are still healed. And yeah, another legendary you could possibly add to your collection. And like I said, make sure you have picked up every single relic. Don't be like me and forget one relic. Take your time, collect everything. Even though the puzzles are super tough and annoying, take your time with them and pick up every single relic. And you will complete an extra mission after you have returned to Gurun Town. And if you haven't got your ADM machine device yet, you will definitely be able to get that now after all these relics, because you can sell these relics for like 500,000 Pokemoney or 1,000,000 Pokemoney. Can't remember how much it was, but you get a ton of money, so you can go and buy your ADM machine and also use that money to maybe go to the game corner and buy some cool items or Pokemon that you wanted. It is the only time in the game where you get a ton of money all at once, so it is really helpful if you haven't been able to buy some expensive things so far. And I believe you can also upgrade your coin case item that gives you money if your Pokemon's holding it after battle. I think you can level that up somewhere, so that might also be an option if you really need a lot of money. And then you can go to the trainer house, have one of your Pokemon equipped with the coin case, make sure it's like level 9 or level 10, and you should make a ton of money. You can also hold Lucky Egg or some other items to help with money and experience. Also, picking up rare bones and items like that can also be sold for a decent amount of money. So yeah, just use your money wisely from this mission. Definitely buy your ADM if you haven't got it. That's the most important, because some legendary Pokemon in some areas you can't actually reach until you have, especially the final Aklov battle. You do have to dive and use the ADM to reach him. And I think in the next video, we will have our final battle with Aklov. I believe next video will be the last for our Unbound walkthrough. So I've tried to cover all the big after-game events. We did the Electivire. We've done the Tomb of Borrius now. And we'll try and do 1 or 2 extras. And then we will try reach Aklov for the final battle. I am going to catch a ton of legendaries for that last battle. And I will definitely make Pokemon Legendary Pokemon Locations video, which I'm working on. I've worked on it for about a week now. It is a beast of a video. It is almost an hour long. I'm going to try to reduce it to about 50 or 55 minutes. But I will show you every single legendary Pokemon that you can catch in Unbound and how to catch it. Some of them are super tricky, some of them are really easy. I will show you all the portal locations because there are 25 portals with legendary Pokemon. And that is one of the missions you have to complete in the aftergame. So I'll show you all of the good stuff in the final video. It's going to be a long one, but well worth it. One of my favorite parts about playing these games is trying to catch all the legendaries in the aftergame. If you can't catch every single legendary, then you've really played the game how it's meant to be played. From start to finish, you've completed everything, so that's been my goal. And I've really enjoyed it. I've already caught some cool legendary Pokemon, but there are still a couple that I need to catch. And they are super tough to catch in this game, so you gotta have a lot of patience. It's super tough to get Master Balls as well, so you can't just catch them. You've got to have 40, 50, 60 different Pokeballs to try and get these legendaries. And you can also try make them fall asleep or poison or paralyze them. Anything to help you catch them. So be on the lookout for that. The Pokemon Legendary Locations video will probably drop in 2 weeks' time. Next week will be the final video. And now we're just currently about to knock out Magearna with the final shot. It has taken a while to defeat Magearna. It is a strong legendary Pokemon. But now that we've knocked it out, hopefully we will be able to catch it. We did get a bit of experience. My Magmortar's leveled up to level 89. And let's see if we can catch it. Try a Premier Ball. And boom! Let's see. Yes, we caught Magearna. We got another legendary added to our collection. I really enjoyed this Tomb Raider mission. The puzzles were super tough and challenging, but it really was a fun addition to the game. And in the aftergame, there are 3 or 4 of these little areas to explore and missions to take on if you didn't take them on during the main game. So we also got a Psychium Z, which is a cool little gift. And as you can see, we completed the Tomb Raider mission. So now we can make our way out of here. And there is another area we need to explore, and that is just in Redwood Forest. We haven't made our way through here yet, so I do want to show you guys this cool part of the game too. Here we can finally battle Snorlax and try catch it. I'm definitely going to try catch it. Snorlax is one of my favorite Pokemon. Redwood Forest is a super cool area. It's kind of like a maze area. And you can find some cool legendary Pokemon in here too. So I definitely have to include it. It is a big part of the game. And I believe you can catch Xerneas in Redwood Forest. You have to come here at night, I believe. But that'll be in the Legendary Pokemon Locations video. And in Redwood Forest, it's kind of like a maze. When you go through one side, it sends you through a different side. So it's like a different reverse roll teleportation forest that you can really get mixed up with. Let's see, have you seen a cute girl? She went towards Redwood Village. Okay, so he's gonna try find the scroll. We did catch Snorlax, which is awesome. And I'm gonna show you guys how to get through this little Redwood Forest maze. So first you're gonna take a right. And you can come and explore these areas. Then you're gonna take a left. Don't forget to read the sign that is one of our missions. There are a couple people to battle in here, and you can explore the grass. So you're gonna go down and then back out again. Sometimes you just have to go up and down to exit and re-enter. Now, I'm gonna surf across and pick up this choice specs. We battled the old woman there. She's quite creepy. But now we're going to go back from where we entered, and as you'll see, we'll come to a new area. So just because you go back where you came from doesn't mean you're going to go back to the previous room. You might get sent to a new location. Like I said, every entry and exit sends you to like a different part of the forest. So you have to exit and enter in a specific combination in order to find and reach the people that you need to reach. So here we are back with this woman. We're gonna come down and there's a lady here that you wanna come and speak to. But first there's also a Zygarde cell in the forest that I want to come and collect. I'm so close to completing the Zygarde mission. I'm at 95%. And you can also pick up a max powder in this area. If you do get all 100 Zygarde cells, you can get Zygarde's final form, but unfortunately you can only get its final form in battle. But it is a really cool addition. Okay, we went back and spoke to the woman and she ran off. So you need to go and chat to her and make her run away. And we've got another sign to read. It gives us some useful information with catching Pokemon. And then we can come and chat to this guy. I hit my head on them trees. Me mad, me want revenge. Use headbutt to teach trees to be good. Okay, so we gotta headbutt 50 trees for that mission. That dude is angry with the trees. And here I also just picked up the Zygarde cell 96. I believe there are 3 or 4 Zygarde cells to pick up in the forest as well as the next area. Okay, so we've picked up a hidden citrus berry and we've made it towards the end of the forest and the forest maze. We did pick up TM19 Giga Drain. And now there's 2 different exits. We're gonna first take the one on the right. Here is a Kangaskhan mission. For this mission, you have to have caught, I think, 4 Kangaskhan and have them in your team. And then come back and chat to her and maybe battle her or something. Yes, so she says, please bring 4 strong Kangaskhan for an important fight scene in a movie. They should all be level 70 or higher. So that is a mission you might be interested in. You can get Kangaskhan in the Safari Zone. So I think I definitely have a couple of them. I did release some of them, but wouldn't be too difficult of a mission. And now we have finally reached the final location in the Borrius region. We are at Cube Corp, and this is the last place on the map for us to explore. We've explored everything. Cube Corp is the last area, and here again you can come and chat to all these vendors, and they offer you some cool things. Some of them want to sell you TMs, Some of them want to help upgrade your Pokemon. And this lady says if you have any iron balls, bring it to her and she will be able to create beast balls for you. And you can use beast balls to catch all the legendary beast Pokemon. Okay, the other vendor said if you give him 4 Everstones, he will be able to give us any evolution stones, like a water stone, fire stone. And this one said she can give us any concoction that we can use on a Pokemon to raise its attacks or something. So yeah, you can definitely come and chat to everyone and upgrade your Pokemon with the Battle Frontier and Cube Corp. You can pretty much make your Pokemon as strong and as crazy as you want. You can give them some crazy attacks and upgrades. Now is the time to try and make your team as peak as it can possibly be. Like I said in the next video, is the final battle. So now you want to try have your final team, add some legendaries or whatever, train them up, train their IVs, train their EVs, teach them strong moves, make sure they are maxed out for the final battle. And one thing I want to add, for the final battle, you kinda need to use Hooper in your team. So Hooper is a big advantage in the final battle. You don't really need him, but it will make your battle a million times easier. So you might want to train up Hooper, and you can use your prison bottle to change its form into Hooper Unbound. But I definitely recommend training him up, getting him to level 100. Even if you don't want to use him, just have him trained up and on reserve. So if you do lose in the final battle, you can swap him in and give him a go. So we did pick up Blunder Policy, as well as another Zygarde cell in this little hidden area. And we're going to explore the last hidden raid den that is on this little side after you have used Surf. And in this raid den, you can see there is a Ninjask, so it might be a cool Pokemon for you to catch. And we have found every single raid den now. I think there are 20 or 25 raid dens. There's even a mission to try and battle all 25 in one day. So that might be an interesting challenge for you to take on. And we are going to try and defeat this Ninjask and then catch it for sure. There are still a ton of missions I haven't completed. And I just want to let you guys know now is the time for you to go back and complete a few missions, because for the legendary Pokemon, some you can only catch if you have completed a certain amount of missions. Some legendary Pokemon you need to have completed 20 or 30 or 40 missions. So go back to some of the missions. You can check when you go to your options menu. All your missions will be logged there, which you have completed, which you still need to complete, which you've completed and still need to collect the rewards for. So go back. You might have completed a few missions without even knowing you've completed them. But go collect the rewards, go take on new missions. Try complete 40 or 50 missions. That will help when trying to collect the legendary Pokemon. And yeah, try and catch some legendaries and train up your ultimate team, because in the next video it is going to be the last one of the game. So don't hold back. Get your favorite Pokemon, get some legendaries, train them to the ultimate max, and then take on the last battle. It is super tough. I did lose a couple times. And it looks like we have just caught Ninjask, so that's really cool, and we're going to collect a couple items from this raid den. Stay tuned for the next one. It will be the final video of the after game, the final battle. It's going to be intense. Stay tuned for that one. Thanks for watching, guys.